So Harrison asks, what is the best way to engage your audience and get people coming back to your website? So that's a really good question. And I'd say there's a number of things that you can do to get people not only to engage with your content, but also to come back to your website on a regular basis. Now, first of all, I had a look at your investment website, and it's good to see that you have some content on there already and that you're publishing new things as part of your blog and as part of, educating your target audience as to what it is that you do and how you can actually help people. So that's a really good thing. To make sure that people come back to your website, a lot will also depend on the quality of those articles and on the quality of the content that you have on your website. So the better the quality that you have, the more engaged people will be and the more people will want to come back to see what else you've written. Now, that's usually how it works. And in theory, if you create great content, people will be coming to your website and looking at it on a regular basis. But in practicality, it always doesn't work as well as we'd like to. So sometimes you have to sort of push people or get people to come back to your website by telling them, hey, I've just released a new article, or hey, I've just published a new video, and actually tell them the reasons why they should visit your website again. So there's a number of ways you can do that, but that's going to be one of the best ways that you can actually get people coming back to your website on a regular basis. So one of the first things that I would do, and I had a look on your website and I couldn't see this already, was I would make sure that you have some sort of call to action where you have maybe a form or something that people can do to subscribe to get updates whenever you release a new piece of content. So that's going to be really important so that you can stay in touch with all your website visitors, because most people that visit your website will have a look at your content and then probably leave, and they're not going to do anything else, and then you've lost that person. So you need to make sure that there's a way that you can stay in touch with them on a regular basis in the future. And the best way you can do that is by capturing their email address, their name and their email address, so that whenever you release a new piece of content, you can send them that article through an email saying, hey, I've just released a new piece of content, this is what I'm talking about, and get them to go back to your website that way. So that's a really good and powerful thing. This is something that I do myself. Whenever we have a really good new piece of content, we send it out to those on our email database to let them know we've released this piece of content so that they go back to our website. Because otherwise, they might not find it, or they might not actually, return back to their website because maybe they're busy, maybe they forget, maybe they haven't got the time, or whatever reasons there could be. So you need to have a way of nudging people politely to go back to your website. Another thing that you can do is you can also install the Facebook tracking pixel. So Facebook have a code that you can install on your website which tracks people that visit your website, so that if anyone visits your website and then leaves, you can later on show them targeted adverts in the future by connecting to their actual Facebook account. So anyone that visits your website in the past, you can show these people adverts on their Facebook profile. And these adverts, you don't have to do sort of very promotional adverts. It's more about creating adverts that promote your content or your new content so that you can get people going back to your website again. And by retargeting people, it's actually a very cost-effective way of getting people who have heard about you before to come back to your website again, and so you can start to build up more of a trust and more of a relationship with them. And the whole goal behind creating this content and creating, all these different ways to get people going back to your website so that eventually they convert from someone who's just a website visitor to someone that's a lead, and then from a lead to an actual customer. So that's what I would do. Make sure you have some sort of way people can stay in touch with you on a regular basis, a way that you can stay in touch with them through either an email form where you can capture their email address, or through retargeting through Facebook ads. So hope that helps.